Hope you're doing well. I'm standing on my balance board. Balancing. Life is a balance. Anyway, we're into the new year. This is the first of 2026. This will be our first devotional. And I want to give you a new term. This is one that I heard about recently that kind of really, I think, speaks to us in many ways. The word is anosognosia. Anosognosia. It's a term that speaks of the fact that a person can't diagnose their own mental condition. This is something that happens with people that are schizophrenic at times, or perhaps they have dementia or Alzheimer's or some other condition, and they just simply don't understand their own condition. They don't recognize their illness. But I want you to think about us as human beings and why it's so important for us to be in the Word and to be fellowshipping around God's people. And I'm talking about God's people who are in fellowship with God themselves. Why is this important? Because the Word of God tells us in Jeremiah chapter 17 and verse 9 that the human heart is deceitful and desperately wicked. It's sick. And it goes on to say, well, who can know it? And then the very next verse, God is the one that searches the human heart. Now, why is it that God has given us His Word? Because we can't know ourselves. I can't tell you who I truly am. I can give you my assessment. I could tell you what I think about myself. I could tell you how life experiences have revealed themselves to me and how I responded to them. But I can't really tell you who I am. But God knows me. God knows me. God gave me His Spirit. He searches my heart, it says in Revelation 2:23. The Word of God so very clearly tells us that God knows us. Psalm 139, He knows our uprising and the times when we're our down setting, when we're not in the best of conditions. God knows us. God knows where we're at, what we're doing, what we're actually thinking, what was the real motivation behind an attitude or an action. God knows. This is why growing in the Word becomes so important for us. This is why He takes note of those people in Malachi 3:16 that delve into His Word, that meditate upon it and think about it. This is why that's a person that's well planted and producing fruit in Psalm 1 and verse 1 through 3. It becomes important. It's why God has placed us in fellowship, to be around God's people, because we don't know ourselves. Left unto ourselves, we may think we're just fine. And God sees us in a very dangerous and precarious position. So, by the way, if the camera is shaking, it's not the camera. It's on my stand-up desk, and I'm touching it and making it shake and trying to balance at the same time. Anyway, just take a moment. Think about it today. Why is being in fellowship so important? Do we honestly think that we can figure out what we need? Can we believe that God, the God who knows us and has been involved in our lives since before we were born, literally, has a plan and a purpose for each one of us? Do you think that perhaps in James 1:21 that He's actually preparing us through His Word for what we're going to go through? He's storing up for us in terms of our relationship to Him through His Word, so that we can be prepared for those aspects of life that will try us or test us? I think so. How about He's placing us in the midst of fellowship? Fellowship that He chooses. Circumstance and people and that He chooses. Why? So that we can be knit into a body, a vital part, people that help us, literally, prepare us for the things that we don't see coming, but He does. Look, This is why, for each and every one of us, it's a good thing for us to be in the Word and to be in fellowship. Let's think about that for the new year. Till next time, friends, God bless you.